After being given a second chance at life, I made a promise to myself. I would never again beg for a place in someone else's heart. Every moment that once tied me to my biological family, I carefully avoided. When they planned a family photoshoot on Miami Beach, I intentionally worked through the night until I became sick. When they booked a luxury yacht trip to celebrate my adopted sister's birthday, I volunteered for a confidential research program that prevented me from traveling. When they prepared to launch a business in her name, I accepted a position nearly 1,000 miles away. Most importantly, I stopped competing with her. In my previous life, I had spent years fighting for my parents' attention, and I lost every single time. My adopted sister, Ava Bennett, was sunshine. At least, that's what everyone called her. She was sweet, cheerful, affectionate, and somehow always innocent no matter what happened. I was the opposite, quiet, reserved, awkward. No matter how hard I tried, people assumed the worst about me. Even my husband and son couldn't understand my pain. "Why can't you just let things go?" my husband used to say. "Every time you come home, there's drama." Those words followed me until the day I died, alone, in a hospital room, no family beside me, no one holding my hand. And then I opened my eyes. I was 22 again, back in the small bedroom of the Bennett mansion, back to the day my biological parents officially welcomed me home. This time, I wasn't going to fight. I wasn't going to prove my worth. I wasn't going to chase love from people who never wanted to give it. I stepped away from the bathroom mirror, shivering. The water from the freezing shower still clung to my skin. If everything went according to plan, I would wake up with a fever. And I would miss the family photo shoot. Looking at my younger reflection, I remembered what happened last time. The photographer Chloe hired was famous across Florida. The photos were beautiful. Everyone loved them. But when the final images arrived, I noticed something strange. I wasn't in them. Not a single one. I had been edited out, removed so perfectly that nobody would ever know I had been standing there. When I demanded an explanation, Chloe simply laughed. Honestly, Ava doesn't really fit the aesthetic. The room had erupted in uncomfortable laughter. My parents told me I was being sensitive, dramatic, ungrateful. Back then, I cried. Now, I understood. You can't be removed from a family portrait if you were never truly part of the family. So this time, I wouldn't show up. The next morning, my head felt like it was on fire. Perfect. I barely had enough energy to sit up before my bedroom door opened. My mother, Victoria Bennett, stepped inside. Her expensive perfume filled the room. "Ava, why aren't you downstairs?" she demanded. "We're leaving soon." I forced myself to cough. "Mom, I don't feel well." She touched my forehead. Her eyes widened. "You're burning up." Before she could say anything else, another voice appeared behind her. Chloe. Concern covered her face, or what looked like concern. "Maybe we should reschedule," she suggested softly. "We can't take family pictures without Ava." I almost laughed. The performance was flawless, just like before. "It's okay," I interrupted. "You should all go." Victoria stared at me. "You were excited about this." I looked directly into her eyes. "Not anymore." For a moment she seemed confused, then annoyed. "Fine," she snapped. "Don't complain later." Within seconds they were gone. The room became silent again. I stared at the ceiling. In my previous life, I'd spent years trying to earn a place in this family, trying to be seen, trying to be loved. Now I finally understood. Love that must be earned isn't love at all. Exhaustion pulled me into sleep. When I woke up, it was already dark outside. The mansion was empty. No messages, no calls. No one checking whether I was alive. But Chloe had posted a photo online. Dinner at one of Miami's most expensive seafood restaurants. My parents sat on either side of her, all three smiling. Caption: "Perfect family night." I looked at the photo for several seconds. Then something surprising happened. I felt nothing. No jealousy, no anger, no heartbreak. Only relief. For the first time in my life, I wasn't chasing something that had never belonged to me.